Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love has no obligations or expectations. When you love, whatever you do is because you want to do it. It becomes a pleasure. It's like a game. And you have fun with it. When you love, you don't expect something to happen. Whatever happens is okay, and hardly anything disappoints you. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 47, NASDAQ down 20, S&P's down 4, gold contract up $13.10, trading at $1,295 an ounce. Silver up 10 cents, $17.95. Platinum up $4.50, $9.62 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.54 a pound. Light sweet crude up 86 cents, $48.26 a barrel. And we're going to get some oil numbers out at 4:30. We got the EIA, the API is out at 4:30. EIA will be out tomorrow morning at 10:30. Notes, 10-year note up 10 ticks, 127.01. 30-year bond up 22 ticks, 156.11. Now, both notes and bonds, bottom line, folks, they go topside. They have wide price spread, accelerated volume once again. Bottom line, they're an ABC structure, confirmed ABC structures on the way up. The 10 is making a run for the 128. The 30 is making a run for the 158. And if we take a look at the yield structure out here, what you're going to see is that the 10-year right now is at the low for the past 6 months. We're 2.142, and that is the low of the past 6 months, I believe. Yeah, it is. When we take a look at this on the yearly basis, you're right in the middle. The low for the year is 1.3. The high is 2.6. If we get over and we take a look at this 10-year, what you're going to see is that this little baby runs into the 128 mark. Bottom line is that you are going to be under 2% in the 10-year. 30-year, same type of setup. King dollar just can't handle higher price. King dollar down 254 ticks, 96.500. King dollar has been going down the tubes since January 6th. Bottom line, it's going lower. The euro's trading at 112 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 109.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so you back down with 47 million shares. That's a back down with tremendously light volume, folks. So the bottom line, it doesn't look to me like this thing, wants to back down. In fact, it's probably going to go after this 244.35 once again. And right now we're 243.21. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials, the way that's set up, sideways move out here today, down $47. You're at 21,136. Now, what the Dow did do, the Dow got back inside the high of March 1st, which was it took 3 months to get outside of that high, and we did that with volume increasing. So that's subtle. Bottom line, though, that is a sign that the Dow now wants to go lower. Yesterday we made a high with 699 million. Today you back down with 833 million. We take a look at the NASDAQ composite. What do we have with the composite? Composite back down $20. We're at 62.75, and we also have inside the composite that had a slight expansion of volume. We did 1.8 versus 1.7. Gold contract. Gold, silver caught a big bid. Gold has done 243,000 contracts. We are at a price point of $12.95. The swing high that's going after, the low of the swing high, folks, is $12.86. The high is 13. This thing is going to go right after this, I expect, tomorrow morning. If we go to the GLD and you want to take a look at the correlation with the volume characteristic, the GLD blew away its swing point. The swing point we're talking about is $123.07. That swing point had 8.4 million shares. We did 10.5. We're at 123.30. That's setting up a run to the price point of the 124, and we'll see if this thing can get up to the July of 2016 number, which is the 131.15. You know, when you take a look at this on a longer basis, what you're going to see is this, is that we didn't do much of a retracement the last time that we just backed down here. The bottom line is that when you take a look at the run in the metals market from December of 2016, that's when, you know, you had gold was running out there. I mean, the GLD was 107. It runs up to 123. Well, we only ran back down to the 115 area, which was just over a 0.382 retracement. So that's saying that bottom line is that we can make a run, and that run can be sustainable up to the 130, and right now you're at 123.10. If we go to the GDX and we take a look at the GDX, that thing blew away at swing point with volume. We're 23.80. The swing that we're talking about is 23.67. The GDX came in with big volume. So did the GDXJ. We did 95 million shares, taking out the swing point of 67 million. And with that setting up, that's setting up a run to the 25.71 area. Right now, you're at 23.80. GDXJ, so this is the small caps, excuse me, the juniors. That was up $1.96. You did 31 million shares. I believe that was taking out 24 million. Yeah, it was taking out 24 million. That swing high was 34.17. We hit 34.14. Bottom line, you're pushing into that with huge volume. That's saying that that little baby wants to run up to the $38 number. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, bottom line, wants lower price. King Dollar is down 244 ticks. And bottom line is that we're at 95.510. And what you're going to see with King Dollar is going right down to election night. And before King Dollar took off like a rocket ship, it traded to 95.905. That was election night. It rejected lower price that night and then took off like a rocket ship. It went from 95 all the way up to 103. It's given it up in spades. That whole run's given it up in spades. In fact, if you go over to the peso, if you want to see something that's phenomenal, you go over to this peso, and between the Mexican wall, the peso, all of the above, guess what? Mexico is doing just fine. And in that case, the peso is actually stronger than it was. The peso was 18.20. Bottom line went up to 22. You're right down to 18.20. The peso looks like it's going to 17 to the U.S. dollar, and that is saying that the peso is getting stronger than the U.S. dollar. That is saying that metals are going to go topside once again. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.